எனக்கு 50,000 rupees தான் நான் வந்து ஒரு கருண் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு ஃபேஷன் ஷோ தரேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நிறைய பேர் lot of people doing a lot of goalmaal right now.
Take my pictures, morph them nude and post them. Honestly, there is nothing you can do about it. Stand your ground. If somebody is making you uncomfortable, saying that if you don't do this, I will not give you work, say it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if you don't do that project.
Cinema has become so bad, you can make your own choice.
I am not comfortable, I will not do this and I'm sorry.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் கருண் ராமன். எனக்கு வந்து நெருங்கிய ஒரு நண்பன், அழகான ஒரு மாடல், அதுவும் இல்லாமல் ஒரு வெல்விஷர் கூட. ரியா, வெல்கம் டு மை ஷோ.
Thank you so much, Karun. Lovely being here. Thank you for having me.
ரியா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப வெரி வெல் டிசிப்ளின். ரொம்ப among all the models, she's one person who comes on time. She delivers whatever has been given to her, from her script to her modeling assignments to everything. So I'm very happy to have you over here because I wanted somebody to talk to people. We've shot with Prithvi, we've shot a lot of other models with our Mr. Indias and everybody. But நிறைய பேர் வந்து நம்ம மூலமாக they gain a lot of importance to themselves.
Right.
COVID டைமில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய பசங்க வந்து they were wanting to commit suicide. They were so down in depression. So all these videos, all these things gave them a little bit of hope.
Right.
Or sandosham. Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Let's just be happy. Let's look forward. Let's work. So through you, there are a lot of young girls who will be watching this.
Right.
So you, through us, are only giving a huge insight of the fashion industry. That is when it comes to the negative side of it and the positive side of it. So let's first start with the positive side.
Of course.
And then go to the negative side. So Riya, you tell me, you've been in the industry for 3 years out now. கோவிடுக்கு அப்புறம் நீங்கள் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணீங்க.
Yes.
அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்கள் சொன்னீங்க இந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் வந்து பிரிண்ட் ஆட்ஸ் இது பண்ணி படம் கூட பண்ண போறீங்கன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
Yes.
You need to acting also.
Yes.
You've traveled all over the world, you've done shows everywhere. How has the fashion industry treated you so far?
Honestly, it was very intimidating for me when I started out, obviously, because I didn't have any backing. I was new to this, I didn't have any godfathers, I didn't have anybody to guide me into what I was doing, so it was intimidating. But the scene in Chennai has thankfully been very kind to me. It's been very accepting of me and it's provided me a lot of opportunities and a lot of platform to, showcase myself. My city, Chennai, has been very, very nice to me, very kind to me.
நிறைய பேர் வந்து ஃபேஷன் சொன்னா சென்னை சென்னையில் எதுவுமே இல்லையே, வாட் கேன் யூ டூ இன் சென்னை சொல்லிட்டு a lot of people say let's go to Bangalore, let's go to Bombay. You have developed as a person. How has this journey been so far for you?
So it's very interesting because I actually began modeling because I had to overcome a fear of social anxiety. So I was the kind of child that would have a problem if somebody photographed her. Like I was very camera conscious, I was very shy, very anxious. So for me, when I got into modeling, I got in with the aim to work on my anxiety and face it head on, right? So that's how I began, and through practice and continuous shooting, meeting new people, I have gained so much confidence in myself. I have learned how to love myself, embrace my flaws, and I've also learned a lot of things like hard work, determination, keeping at it even when things are not going your way. So because that's the kind of industry we are in, right? There's hard work that you have to put in every day. You have to come out and be your best version of yourself. Look your best, right? That's what you're being paid for. It really makes you very resilient, right? It makes you also kind because you understand that everybody is going through something. Everybody has flaws and insecurities, and you learn how to be kind to another person because you know what it's like, to feel that way. It's shaped me as a person. It's grounded me well.
It's made you more grounded சொல்றீங்க.
Absolutely.
ரியாக்கு தமிழும் தெரியும், இங்கிலீஷும் தெரியும், ஆனால் வந்து இங்கிலீஷ் பேசுகிறான்
I'm more comfortable in Tamil. Sorry, you guys.
இந்த படம் நான் ட்ரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணுறேன் உங்களுக்கு. That's getting to the negative side of how. Right. சொன்னாங்க இந்த மாதிரி என்னோட ஃபோட்டோஸ் வந்து யாரும் மிஸ்யூஸ் பண்ணி இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் தப்பாக போட்டு தப்பான விஷயம்லாம் பேசி மீம்ஸில் போட்டு ஒரு when did this happen?
This happened just last month.
போன வருஷம் நடந்து சொல்லிட்டு சொன்னாங்க. How do you handle that kind of negativity and that kind of drama which is unnecessary?
It honestly breaks you down because not just this, I also had somebody take my pictures, morph them nude and post them.
Okay.
Right? And they had the audacity to tag me to those photos, right? So things like that really break you down because you're just trying to, do your work, stay focused, follow your passions, your dreams, and somebody comes to, throw water all over it. It's just very disappointing. But I think this is part of the industry we're in. People have access to you now, thanks to social media. Everything is accessible.
That's a good side and the bad side.
Yeah, so that's how you get known. That's how you get seen, right, through your Instagram. But people also use those pictures without your permission. And they use it in their pages, they use it to defame you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Honestly, there is nothing you can do about it. Cybersecurity and the cyber cell can only help you certain ways, but it's so prevalent that at one point you just tell yourself that it's okay. You know what, people can do whatever they can do. But you don't let it discourage you. You don't let it stop doing what you're doing. Because when my mom saw my pictures like that, she told me, stop modeling. I don't want to see you like this. And I told her that, listen, I have to do my work. I have to provide for my house, right? I cannot let something like this stop me.
I think cybercrime, I think police should take more action and find these kind of people and put like a very serious crime action against them, because this is like a criminal offense, not like it is a criminal offense to use another person's photos.
There's a lot of victim blaming that's involved in this. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you taking a profession where your photos are out? Why are you going out? So it comes back on the person who's doing it.
So the poor girl is not responsible.
And mentality has to be changed. Overall, I think we should destigmatize these things. We should try to understand that, this is not our fault. We should actually target the people who are doing this.
But see, that minority will understand, but majority won't.
Will not.
So these are all very bad things that happen. So they talk about casting couch. They talk about how choreographers, designers misbehave with girls, with boys.
Right.
I recently heard one husband and wife went for an audition. The wife went upstairs and the choreographer designer did not know that the husband was downstairs.
Right.
And he gave this girl a bikini. wear பண்ணுமா அப்படின்னு. எதுக்கு சார் bikini போடணும்னு கேட்டதுக்கு, இல்லை நீ போட்டால் தான் நான் உனக்கு வேலை கொடுப்பேன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு she called up her husband came up and trashed him.
Right.
Like that, there are so many ways where these girls are safe and escape.
Right.
What if you're going alone to a place?
Absolutely.
What if you're going to a situation where you're going for an audition? First of all, warning எல்லாருக்குமே, nobody calls anybody for an audition to their house.
Yeah.
So if anybody calls you for an audition, please don't go. Coffee shops are there.
Always
offices,
meet somebody in a public place for the first time.
Offices are there. Or take your mother or father with you. Worst case scenario, if they say our office is in the house, take your mother and father and go with you. Don't go alone. Don't ever drink anything or take anything in a place alone, because there can be sleeping pills in the drink. There can be so many things which is... See, all this is awareness which you have to give people that don't know about. Carry your own bottle of water, I would suggest. And run out of the place as fast as possible. உங்கள் ஃபேமிலிக்கு இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுங்க எங்கே போனாலும். Even if you don't have family with you, inform your best friend or even a driver who's driving you that you're here outside. Right. For your safety.
And I think it's very important to also stand your ground. If somebody is making you uncomfortable, saying that if you don't do this, I will not give you work, say it's okay. Yeah. It's okay if you don't do that project. There'll be many people that will come give you work. If you're good at what you do, then there's no lack of work that goes around.
Yeah.
Always be confident enough to stand your ground, say that I'm not comfortable, I will not do this, and I'm sorry. Be polite, but be firm. But affirm what you believe in. Don't.
அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, என்ன இருந்தாலும் நீங்க வந்து don't get scared and saying that if I don't do this, I won't have a career. There are so many actresses who are so talented. You ask them why you didn't do it big. Get a no. They wanted us to sleep with them. Yeah. We said no, so we're nowhere in the industry. That's not the real case right now. Now I don't think cinema has become so bad. You can make your own choice.
Absolutely.
If you want to go with the process or stand for yourself, where you stand for another 100 women along with you. இப்போ டார்க் சைடு பார்த்தா நிறைய பேர் சொல்கிறாங்க, இந்த மாதிரி காஸ்டிங் கவுட் சொல்கிறாங்க, நார்காட்டிக்ஸ் சொல்கிறாங்க, செக்ஷுவல் அபியூஸ் சொல்கிறாங்க. பணம் கொடுத்தா தான் நான் உனக்கு போர்ட்ஃபோலியோ பண்ணி தருவேன், நீ எனக்கு 50,000 rupees தான், நான் வந்து உனக்கு கருண் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு ஃபேஷன் ஷோ தரேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நிறைய பேர், lot of people doing a lot of goalmal right now. What do you have to say about all these things? Now people ask me, sir, how do I know if I should choose this pageant? A lot of girls have doubts about how to choose a pageant, how to go to this organization. What advice do you want to give them?
Do your research on the background of the pageant. Try to speak to people that have been through the process, the audition, who have gone through. I'm sure there are people that are approachable, people that are willing to talk about it, right? There's a lot of, now thanks to social media, there's a lot of resources available on whatever you want to do. There's enough. If you read into it, if you ask people, if you talk to people, it's enough. You'll understand, because what I've come to see is many models in the industry have a lot of experiences to tell you about. So even if you just casually go ask them that, okay, I've been approached by this person, can I work with them, are they safe? You'll have women that will have experiences, right? And obviously you cannot go by just that. You have to take a call by yourself. Some people, not everybody gets along with everybody, right? So if somebody's worked with you and they've not had a good experience and they tell me, I cannot base my decision solely off that. Correct. I need to be a good judge of your character as well. I need to talk to you. I need to see that, okay, is Karun somebody that I want to work with? Has he been misunderstood? Has he been wrongly, judged or whatever? So it's just, there has to be a balance of, talking to people and making the right choices for yourself. Everybody has an intuition. You always have a gut feeling when you with somebody, whether they're good for you or not, and you trust yourself. You trust your instincts and you go ahead.
நீ சொல்லிருக்கீங்க நிறைய வாட்டி, நீங்க மட்டும் நிறைய பேர் சொல்லிருக்காங்க இந்த மாதிரி புல்லிங் நடக்குது, நிறைய பொண்ணு த்ரெட்டன் பண்றாங்க நிறைய பேர் அப்படின்னு. நீ சரியில்லை, நீ வந்து உனக்கு வேலை கிடைக்காது, I will let me see how you work in Chennai. But I think everybody's having work otherwise also.
Yeah, it's everybody thinks modeling industry is cutthroat, but what truly it is that there's enough work to go around for everybody. And just because somebody doesn't want to work with you doesn't mean you will not get opportunities other ways.
Correct.
Right? If
Correct.
you're good at what you do, if
Correct.
you're a good person, and if you're you're disciplined, you're hardworking, and you're a good model, then there is no lack
you'll get
of
work no matter what.
Yes. And just because somebody badmouths you doesn't mean that it's going to be the end of your career.
Yeah,
doesn't mean
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
do anything to please them.
Yeah.
Right? If people you work with know what your ethics are, they know you're suitable for the job, then you will get work irrespective. And I don't think you should be threatened by anybody. No matter how big they are in the industry, no matter what they say they can do to you, you just need to be true to yourself, focus on your goal, and keep moving forward.
Yeah. So when it comes to youngsters, a lot of girls and boys look up to people like us. They want to know if nanik na model agano. You just can't become a model overnight. They will not have any posts, no pictures, nothing in the profile. So always tell them, please have your profile open so people can see your pictures. So first time our profile amsha அவங்க பிடிச்சிருந்தா அவங்க choose பண்ணுவாங்க ஷூட்டுக்கு இல்ல ஷோக்கு. அந்த விதத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா how important do you think social media is in a person's life?
It's very important, especially if you're picking a career in modeling, acting, anything that requires you to be known, to be seen. You definitely require a strong Instagram profile. I actually get 90% of my work off Instagram, right? And it's through networking. Somebody works with you, they like you, you gel with them, they forward your profile to somebody else. So for me to constantly putting out my work, showing people that okay, these are the things that I'm done, these are the things I'm capable of, it shows them that okay, I can work for them, I can do a good job representing their brand. And obviously becoming a model is not an overnight thing.
It takes
right?
a lot of time.
First you need to identify what kind of modeling you want to get into. You want to get something commercial, print, art based work. So many
honestly commercialனா தப்பானது சொல்ல commercialனா print ads, advertisements, அது மாதிரி நியூஸ்பேப்பர் ஹோர்டிங்ஸ், பில்போர்ட் ஹோர்டிங்ஸ்,
advertising for products
அந்த அவங்க சொல்றாங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உனக்கு எந்த மாடலிங் பிடிக்கும்னு பாத்துக்கோ. அது நிறைய வெரைட்டிஸ் இருக்கு. எனக்கு ரேம்ப் மாடலிங்னா doesn't mean ramp. Modeling, there's so many things. There's hand modeling, there's face modeling, hair modeling, products. There's so many beauty, there's so much of varieties. So choose. A lot of people say, sir, I don't have a height, sir. A lot of boys say, I always say it's very important for a boy to be tall. For ramp. நம்ம அவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி கமர்ஷியல் அதுக்குலாம் அதெல்லாம் தேவையில்லை. ஒரு ஹைட்
even female models, a lot of them are 5'3", 5'5", and they're like, okay, we cannot model. I'm like, no, when you're doing commercial work, when you're doing sari shoots, they actually want girls that are a little chubby, a little short, a little sweet looking. The requirements vary from each category of modeling, right? So there's something for everybody. And it's important to build your profile and portfolio in the direction that you want to go, right? So once you build your profile, you obviously have to collaborate in the beginning. Collaborate with photographers, makeup artists that are willing to grow together.
Do your homework properly.
Do your homework, get your pictures in place, and then start circulating them. Target your audience, target who you want to work with, send it. They might not accept you first time. So at some point you will get work and you will get to do what you want to do.
The whole disturbing story over here is that நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து நெகட்டிவ் சைட் பத்தி யாரும் சொல்ல மாட்டேன்றாங்க. modeling எப்படி இருக்கும், அழகா இருக்கும், but nobody knows how much work is going on backstage. Any pageant girl also thinks, நாங்க வந்து ஆர்கனைசரோட படுத்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து வின் பண்ணி வைப்பாங்க. அது please tell them that it's not.
That is absolutely not true. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and there's not been once that I've been asked to compromise or sleep to get my way. I think if you work with the right people, if you're willing to stand up for what you believe in, nobody can force you to do something that you are not comfortable with, and you shouldn't settle to do something that you're not comfortable with either. Right? So there is you can definitely get to where you want to be without being uncomfortable, without compromising. So that is not true at all. There's some people that are willingly get into it because it is an easier way out. Sleeping your way through it is easier, but if you're willing to actually put in the hours, put in the work, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. Definitely not.
The brighter side of work to the darker side of work. The whole moral of the entire procedure is if you're good at what you do, you'll get work no matter what.
Yes.
If your principles are right. So Riya, what would you want to give your advice, your tips to youngsters who are like all these people who are really struggling, who want to get into modeling? What advice and what tips do you want to give them?
One, when you are a model, it's very important to be a team player, right? Because you meet so many people on a regular basis. You meet photographers, makeup artists, stylists. There should be a lot of teamwork. So you need to be a very approachable person. You need to be a kind person, understanding person. I think that's very important to continuously get work. People will like you then. Second, it's very, very important to take care of your health, how you look. It's very important. And I think a lot of that begins with not products, not procedures, but what you eat, how well you sleep, exercise. I think those are very, very pivotal to maintaining yourself. I think that's very important. And thirdly, modeling is a lot of hard work. you should be prepared to put in the hours. You should be very patient because there's a lot of waiting involved in modeling in general. And I think a lot of confidence. And that confidence comes from self-love. You need to love yourself, accept yourself, and that's when you can truly be confident when you go outside. So when you go outside in front of the camera, you truly feel good about yourself, and that shows.
Yeah.
If you're confident and you love yourself, then the camera is going to love you. And when the camera loves you, your shoots are good, your photos come out well. So it really shows.
People like us also, our career started very late in our life. I'm going to be 40 now. My career picked up when I was 30. In 20 years, possibly after 10 years. So everything takes time. Patient and one of the very important things that I would say for every model to have is a very decent portfolio.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very important to have proper pictures taken. You want for an audition, if you have, please have your photograph. In the back, it should be your stats written clearly, or as a text or whatever you're sending on WhatsApp. So these are the tips from Riya and I. And Riya, thank you so much for coming on my show. And I wish you all the very best. Be the same person you are, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Karun. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you so much. Take care.